Welcome back, Tappers. I'm 2Bubba01, and here we are with our Thief 2 walkthrough, playthrough, whatever you want to call it, playwalk. And this level is humongous, and it's not one that I like to do on Expert, but that's where we're going. So I've already saved this game, because it just goes from one level right to the next. And we'll load it, and then restart it. No peeking.
Business has been kind of slow these days, thanks to Sheriff Gorman Truart. He's been coming down hard on my competition and anyone else he deems unlawful. I've been playing it safe by keeping a low profile, but as my landlord recently reminded me, the rent is late. He says he's going to pay me a visit tomorrow to collect, so I'll have to go amateur for some quick cash. The warehouses by the docks should fit the bill. In addition to the usual shipping traffic, there's also a small smuggling operation sponsored by the local underground. Not too many guards, lots of dark corners, and several points of entry should make this job painless and profitable. Maybe I'll even have something left over for myself once the rent is paid. Wasn't that long ago that I was planning on my retirement. Now the only thing that's getting retired is my standards. If things get any worse, I'll have to go back to picking pockets in the streets.
Alright, so Gilver, this is on Expert. Gilver knows what he's sending out. Very important shipment tomorrow. He doesn't know that it's going to be redirected to my fence. I need to get a new shipping label and put it on the crate outside his office. Find rare spice and make some quick cash. I need to steal at least $850 loot to cover the rent. You're a thief, not a murderer. Don't kill anyone. After you're done, go back to the stack of crates where you first entered. Alright. I'm going to get... I have a slow fall potion. That's great, because I need at least one. I can pick up others. I need one... You know, I think I know where I can get an invisibility potion, but I'm gonna buy one anyway. I'm gonna take a healing potion. I won't use moss or water. We need to pick this up because I'll be honest, I don't know what it says. Oh, and I need a flash bomb. All right, what do I have left over? I've got enough to get. I don't got enough to get anything. That's fine. I'm just going to have money that's just going to go away and be wasted. We'll read the papyrus. We'll have time. Right, so I don't think I mentioned it in the last episode, but I have the gamma cranked way up. It makes it easier to see on the recording, because the recording always ends up dark. Darker than what I'm playing. So, this hopefully will be pretty bright. We're going to go this way. We're going to try. Some of the crates have lids and where you can grab stuff. Not that I'm going to use that. Alright. And then... Woo. Whenever he turns away from us, like that. Now we gotta hurry. The guy with the sword went further the last time I did this. Okay, fine. And what's going to happen is, we can climb back up here, or we can just alert everybody that we're here. That guy that's walking, he passed some people on his right that we can't see, and they will have started a conversation probably, and we're going to miss that conversation, which is unfortunate. but that's okay. I guess we'll talk about it when we get there. Garrett, by the way, did you notice? And I didn't say anything last episode because I thought it was going to reveal it later in the game, but I think it revealed it at the end of Thief Gold, that Garrett has a mechanical eye now. So we can zoom in and zoom out, which is great. He can do some other tricks that I'll show you later. He's not going to come all the way here, so as soon as he turns around, we're going to go after him before he can get too far. Take that key, and you can take a bonk on the noggin. Right, notice you have a big green warehouse door, and there's a number 0457. It's like an address. You might want to write that down. I have mine written down already. Or you could put it on the map. If you pull up the map, you can type on the map. Blah, 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 blah. You know, and so. Oh, it's already on there. 0457, Sid Capeza. So that's Sid's place, which, by the way, the stuff you type on there stays on there, which is kind of cool. Couldn't do that. I know you could do it in Thief the Dark Project. I'm not sure about Thief Gold. Alright, so this map is laid out into 3 big areas. Building A, which might be the biggest area of the 3. And it takes a long time. We have Building B, which is going to be further that way. And then there's a ship docked in the water, which is even further that way. Those are the 3 big areas. For right now, we're just going to focus on Building A. There's a ton of guys around on the ground guarding Building A and guarding Building B. And there will be some guys up here on these walkways also. Oh, there he is. I'm kind of... I guess my nose got in the way. You gotta watch these lids. Sometimes they won't open all the way, and they cause trouble. They won't let you lean in to the crate, which is annoying. But anyway, we're gonna work our way around. These numbers are important, but they're on your map. Oh, that one let me lean in. A little bit of loot. And, okay. And then we're going to run up here. We're going to jump on this little... Oh, man. On this little... Come on. We're going to alert everybody that we're here. That's all the attempts I dare. He's going to come out. He's going to walk down here and walk all the way back. Anyway, we've got a minute. While we're waiting. Okay, Archer will walk faster. We just didn't want to do it in front of the Archer. I'm going to bring this guy back here. And it's going to indicate that I can't drop him here. But just keep turning and throwing. You'll eventually drop him. Right, we bought a Papyrus. What's it say? Gilver, build tenant A, run sign. Most of your loot can be found in these areas. This is a total waste of money. So, if you don't have to buy the Papyrus, don't. Waste of money. Right, he went back inside. Let's try this again. You know what? And I'm just going to quick save. There we go. We want on top of this one. And we got to bust out our lockpicks that we suddenly have again. And there's a secret. There are lots of secret areas on here. There's 13. But for whatever reason, it only registers 12. Maybe I can get it to register all 13. There's going to be a lot of waiting in this video on patrols and stuff like that. So I will try to edit those as much as I can. Alright, let's get out of the box. It's kind of loud, but that's okay. Can't quite fit on in there, but that's fine. Moving on. So far, so good. Oh, here comes the party already. And I'm not ready. Alright, I'm going to sneak over into this shadow. And I'm going to wait. Arrow guy is going to get over here somewhere, and he's going to turn around. So we'll try to catch sword guy.
Hello?
Hello.
Anyone there?
Nope. The guy standing guard doesn't seem to notice. I mean, one, because we have it really bright. But he doesn't seem to notice, probably because it's so far away. And it's a lot darker. Or he's dumb. I'm not sure. Take your pick. These crates, we want to climb up on these crates. There's going to be like two or more archers come up here. Up here. Up here. Let's see here. Slow fall potion. Flash bomb. A flare. You don't really need the flares when you have the gamma up this high, do you? Right, and you can see there's another open crate right there. We're going to go ahead and do that one while we wait. Some of these guys get stuck on their patrols too. Oh, we definitely need that noise maker. Another flash. Which is good. And so sometimes if they get stuck, we will help them get unstuck. Now we wait. Alright, we want to get ready. Crap.
Someone's...
I waited too long. I'm stuck. There will be more. You didn't see anything. That's why I ran away. Okay, couple of things. We can get that guy that's standing around. But every other time I've done this, look behind that barrel. Look carefully. There's a guy stuck behind the barrel. So we will unstuck him and bring all kinds of people our direction. But we're going to get this guy first. I also changed one of the settings in the game to auto pickup. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. Let's throw this guy back here in the corner. Here you go. No. Auto pickup. Options. Game. Auto search bodies. Alright. That way, we don't have to try to fiddle with getting the correct angle on picking up something that they're wearing, like a purse of coins or something like that. As soon as you pick them up, you grab whatever they have, which is a great improvement. Alright, so for the most part, I'm trying to stay in the shadows. Here's where things are going to get tricky. It's also going to bring everyone and their dog over here. Well, you know, when I've done it, everyone and their dog has been 2 people. I'm going to shoot a noisemaker arrow into that corner. And he will kind of walk around. There he goes. He's in the search mode. And I'm going to grab him. Throw him in this corner. Grab my arrow back. I'm going to save it. I don't know if I can get it back out of here or not. I did. Nice. Was not expecting that. Yeah, I was going to say, usually, I don't know if going in that corner brings this guy, or if the arrow brings him. But there he is. He's going to walk around there. Okay. Here we gotta be a little careful. There's a conversation up here we want to listen to.
Evening, Dante. You look exhausted. You should get some sleep.
I remember what it was like to sleep. Boss left this morning and put me in charge of unloading and cataloging all the incoming shipment for the mechanists. Every single bloody thing they order is made out of metal. I've been lifting heavy crates all day long, and I think my back is about to break.
Bunch of taffers in this city. I live near Dayport, and I used to have a nice view of the mountains. I used to watch the sunrise with my wife every morning. But now, that metal monstrosity casts a permanent shadow over my house.
Oh, the Mechanist Tower, you mean? The city has certainly changed over the last year. A lot of that's because of the Mechanists. I was in Dayport just last week. All the trees are gone, and there are giant chimneys spewing out foul soot.
My whole neighborhood stinks of that blackened air. My house used to be white, but now it's gone gray with that smudge. And my son coughs constantly.
Well, there's more to the Mechanists than just factories. While I was in Dayport, I had to stop by the Mechanist Tower to pick up a payment. I couldn't believe what I saw. They had these mechanical faces that watched me and sent shivers down my spine, I tell you.
Yeah, I know all about those metal watchers. They installed some here in the Building B the other day. I heard they plan on replacing us guards with them because they don't need to give them pay at the end of the week. I heard rumors that we're all going to be fired. If that's true, then I'll have to live in the woods like a pagan.
Alright, so one of the 2 guys that was just talking is going to come our way. We want to get him, but we also want to be careful because sometimes during that conversation, a 3rd guy will do his patrol and come right where we are. He'll come from the same direction. I'm just going to throw this guy in a corner. And so far, so good. I guess. We'll come back. Let's see if we can pick up that other guy later. We're fixing to come up on another kind of funny conversation. Yeah, this is Lucky Cilentura, where it's Lucky's place. And that's an eviction notice.
I hear Captain Davidson came into port about 4 hours ago.
That's what I heard. I hope that dirty smuggler brought us some spice. There's none to be found anywhere within this cursed city anymore.
I know what you mean. I used to grow my own spice, as well as fruits and vegetables, but all my crops died months ago and won't grow back no matter what I try.
It's as if all the plant life in the city up and died. Have you noticed that all the trees in Eastport are wilted and dead?
Maybe Davidson will smuggle in trees next. I don't know where he's getting the spice from, but his prices are steep. He's quickly becoming a rich man.
All right. So the guy that's talking, he's going to come our way. The Valley Girl's going to be circling that building that you see on the other side of these boxes. That's building B. We'll have to deal with her much later. But let's take care of this guy right now.
In the shadow there.
And there's a pretty good shadow right here, so I'm just going to throw him there. And let's continue on. We're just going to stay around building A for now. Oh, he's way down there. Alright, here he comes. You do have to move fast here. He doesn't go very far past that point before he turns around. We need a good place to get rid of this guy though. And there's really not one. I'm just gonna throw him here. It's not a great place though. Uh-oh. So I don't walk on these catwalks because they are metal and noisy. So we're going to stick to the ground as much as possible. Alright. We're going to hustle over here. Under the crates again. And... no, that wasn't very smart. We'll go over. Oh no. Just be real still. Okay, that worked out. And in the corner... now this is not where we started, but it's not far. Where we started was way down there. In that corner. So these two guys are already having their conversation. We're missing it. It's okay. Basically, that's Hammerite. He's there to get something. And the guy is tired of working for the Hammers because of these new mechanists. There's not a safe way off here. Alright. This will probably hurt. Nope. Nice. Right, so here's where we're going to have to be a little aggressive. I'm going to save it. I'm going to get out the blackjack. and I want a flash bomb. And we're going to try to throw this in between the two guys. Be very aggressive.
Lend thy strong arm to
Oh,
mine.
well.
Guards!
Look this
There's
way.
an intruder here!
Well, I looked right at it, but... Right, normally that would be really, really bad. And that didn't go as planned, but... You know, oh well. There we go. Hi.
Thief!
You're welcome. And thanks for opening the door for us. All these orange doors were locked. And this should be Kilgore, the weapon dude. Yep. Kilgore weaponsmithing. Right, so while we're here, this was an unexpected surprise. Climb up on these boxes. And I'm stuck. There we go. Now, am I doing it the right way? There is no right way. The good thing about Thief 2 is there's about a zillion different ways to do everything that we're doing. So if you don't like the way I'm doing it, hey, that's totally fine. If you want to do a whole ghosting, do the mission ghosting. You know, obviously I'm not going to do that. It's too time consuming and I'm too lazy. But there's ways to do that. And you don't have to do what I'm doing either. You could go about this a gazillion different ways. I think upstairs is some stuff. So we'll take this. The noisiest elevators in the universe. Up here. Now, you do have to be careful. Swords. A giant hammer. I'm not going to pick it up because then I've got to set it down. It's going to be noisy. The windows on these doors, sure, I can see through them, but so can the guards. Here we have boxes of chocolate hammers, you know. And then another noise arrow, regular arrows that we won't use. I think that's all we can get from here. Notice these old hammers from the reliquary on... It wasn't the cathedral mission in the first game. It was the it was the Hammers Cathedral, not the Haunted Cathedral. But that was in there. Those two were in there. You're gonna see lots of stuff from the first game in this level, which is kind of fun. But I would think we got everything. Let's get out of here. Alright. We could open the big door, but it's not going to help us any. I'm going to leave this orange door unlocked. On purpose. In case I forgot something, I can go back and search for it. The big green doors only open one at a time. So if you open one, that means the one that's already open will close if you open a different one. Does that make sense? Only one can be open at a time. Huh. I don't know where this guy is. There's a guy, and part of his patrol brings him down these stairs and out that door. And I don't know where he is. That's not good. I'd like to know where he is. I'd like to knock him out. He could be stuck somewhere. Oh, nope, here he comes. Perfect. Right, here's where you're going to have to be kind of sneaky. We're going to go up these stairs in the broad lights. There's nowhere to hide. I'm going to crouch. And then kind of move close to the door and the window. So I'm harder to see up against this wall. In my mind, I'm harder to see. Pick up the pace a little bit. And we're going to go up these stairs. Okay, you're going to see later that room is heavily guarded because, hey, that's where we're going. But we want up here on the roof. And then... Sorry. We're going to back away just a little bit. Save it because all kinds of things can go wrong. I'm going to use a slow fall potion.
How odd. There's nothing there.
Woo! Glad I didn't go yet. Those guys come in here, there will be more guys. We probably need to take our chance now. Oh, we made it. That is a miracle. Alright, you hear the dude whistling. We need to take care of him first. Because that's where we're going to stash everybody.
Who's that?
Your mom. Alright. I'm going to throw him around the corner. He's the guy that runs the place. People that pay their rent. Whatever. It's not important. We want this little vase, though. Oh. There's already guys in the other room. Where we just were. Alright, I want to get back to that spot. We're not going to follow him because there's a guard in there as well. Alright, while we're in here, see all these mailboxes? Look on top. And you'll find a little box. Sorry. You come with me. If you want, you can read all the mail. There's really nothing in here that I'm not going to show you. Here comes the guy. Look, I could see him. Well, I can't now, but I could see him through the 2 panes of glass. So we're gonna...
Something there.
Nope.
It's never...
Let's go. Come in here and join. Here's where the party's at, man. Look, those guys are already hammered. There's gonna be another one. I almost went the wrong way. Fingers on the wrong button. Anyway, so you see, everybody has their thing. blah, blah, blah. Oh, 0457. Remember that. Here comes the guy. See him through the glass? So many guys have their routes or patrols into that room. I want to say there's another, but I don't remember right now. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna save. Peek through the glass. Right, we're gonna go into that room. 0457 was the number I said to remember. Because this is one of the places where you can open up those big green bay doors. You have to stay crouched though. There is a key right there. We have to have that key. And then 0457. Don't worry. Don't try to read the little dial. If you hit the wrong number, then just start the sequence over. Alright. Sorry. Let's get out of here. Wait. No, that's just him. He's looking right at us. Man, actually, he's not. Oh, crud.
Thought I saw something.
You didn't, because you're dumb. Oh, he did.
We'll find you soon enough.
It's not exactly how I wanted that to go down, but, you know, whatever works. Hey, look, when you guys wake up, you're going to be among friends. A whole bunch of you are probably going to get fired. Right. You have to watch the glass. Alright, we're going to go this way. There's going to be an orange key right here, although we already have a couple. Drop down. This is where we snuck past earlier. I'm going to close that behind me. And we're going to get out of here. It's much safer outside. Alright, 0457 is open for business. So this guy is a mechanist.
This place looks like an inventor's shop. There's probably a valuable gadget or two around here.
Yeah, there is. There's also some loot. Crystal. Lump of silver or something. I don't know. Flare. Flash bomb. This thing. A scouting orb. Right, remember I said Garrett has a mechanical eye? You know, you can purchase scouting orbs from now on. And this is what they do. I'm now looking through the scouting orb. What does Garrett look like? He looks like that. You can't zoom, but you can see around a corner if you want to, if you don't want to be near the corner. And they're reusable. Pick it up and use it again. I won't need it for this mission. There is the largest water arrow in the history of water arrows. Over here is another scouting orb. And I don't believe there's anything upstairs. Right, before I leave, I'll find my orange key. Gonna unlock that door. And then I'm going out. Because the next time I open a door, this green one is coming down. But having that unlocked, because there's no lock on the outside for some reason, that will let me back in. Which, by the way, we've got everything out of these crates here on the outside of both buildings, I think. Alright, we need the key that we got up there in the office. That one. And the next building, just right there, 0624. Which, Bubba, how do you know that? Because I wrote it down. Okay. It's kind of close. Nothing important on here. Other than she said she'd rather go in the forest herself and face the pagans than pay whatever prices she's paying for someone to get stuff she needs. So we need these 2 crates. That's not really close enough. It's in the same spot. We'll call that good. And we're going to drop this right here. Oh, that was a fail. Right here. Invisibility potion. Another slow fall. Another healing potion. Which I will probably need before this is over. Upstairs. She has nothing upstairs. You can go up there if you want to. Oop. I'm not gonna. Right, he's gonna come out. He's gonna be walking this way. Have to wait till he goes past. While we're waiting, let's unlock the door. Alright. The next room is actually around the corner. And that is 7732. It's funny the guards don't really seem to care about the noise from those big doors. Yeah, here we are. Right, there's no loot in here. Blah, blah, blah. Shipping labels. I mean, you can go back and pause it if you want to read it. Basically says he got a new shipping labels. And so that's what we needed. We needed a shipping label. That's all we're getting out of here. Now, if you do this mission on easy, I'm sorry, there is no easy. If you do it on normal or hard, stuff will be in different places, which will make this not a very good walkthrough. 6937. Right here. Six, 9, 3, 7. Alrighty. I like this room for some reason. Lots of statues. We've seen all those in the first Thief game. I'm just going to walk on the counter. Lean. Grab that. Don't forget this one in the corner. I've forgotten it many times. Take that. The moss arrows. And then under the counter, there's another little statuette. And some coins. I hate coins. And this game is full of coins. But wait, there's more. Get a good look at this. You're going to see a lot of those eventually. And here we have paintings from the first game. And way down here, let thine arrow fly into mine crystal eye. I'm going to shoot the crystal ball that's in her hand. And another statuette. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. Now, but wait, there's more. Right. Elevator's up there. We push the down button, but the down button is busted. So, of course, we're going to shoot the down button. Sometimes you might need to take a few shots to hit it. So don't freak out if you don't hit it. Now, the only thing in this room worth getting is at the end of this long shadow in that door. But we can be seen from all the other ones. So I'm just going to hurry. Those gray doors go outside to the walkways. And those walkways are certain trouble if you go out there. So don't go out there. Right in here. She just talks about stuff that she sold to. We'll take that. And over here, this is easy to miss. This looks to me like it looked like a matchbook, but you can see it's a ginormous coin. And we need that vase. Right, now we need to get back to the elevator. 460. I should have kept up with loot amounts. I've only successfully gotten all the loot once. Because it is so spread out. Hopefully it'll be twice in this video. Alright. We've cleaned that one out. Let's go in that one. Ooh. Let's wait here for a second. 0928. Now, like I said, I like to do this. I like to do most of these on easier settings where I'm allowed to shoot people. And then
Germ is the man that makes those magic lenses. There's probably some valuable lenses in here.
And then I shoot my way through. And then I don't have to worry about getting caught. I'm going to close this because I end up making a lot of noise in here. And that's got me in trouble before. There's some kind of gem. You can go up on top of the cabinet. There's another one. Maybe. Thank you. And, you know, I guess I will use a moss arrow. Let's just throw one right here. Perfect. I'm going to be kind of quiet. Go into this office. Isn't this a sad office? Right. Invoice. But his glasses are worth something. Even though in the last episode or last mission, the glasses were worth nothing. Right. I'm not going to open that green door back up. But let's open this. Make sure the coast is clear before we take off. And see, it is not. stuck. Alright, Lucky's place is 0266. See, even though I hit the 8 first, I just hit the number sequence after that, and it works just fine. He's a gambler. He's in debt. That's why he hasn't paid his rent. That's why he's being evicted. You can see he has a little safe. Oh, he has a candlestick. We can't open the safe. And this is supposed to be a secret? No secrety sounds. Maybe it's the safe. That's the secret. We're going to drop onto the chocolate hammers. Oh, there's our secret. Okay. We should have gotten 3 secrets so far. Behind the painting, those, and inside one of the crates outdoors in the building. Alright, let's unlock this and then move on. Oh, I didn't unlock the door. 7933. All right, 7933. Ka-ching. See how it's closed, but that door's open. Alright, look, a shipping label. I wonder what we put here. How about the one we stole earlier? Now that will be redirected to wherever it is that we want it to go. And we're going to go up these. Noisy. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. Up the noisy metal stairs. This he talks about. He's just losing money like crazy. He's losing employees like crazy. They disappear. He's gonna lose that diamond like crazy. And we want to go upstairs. Because this person has a lot of stuff upstairs. Okay, we're going to start with the crates. And we're going to jump up there, jump straight ahead, and then jump over here, or climb, mantle. And there are 2 boxes down here that we need into. One of them is right there. Cup. And the other one's down here. A ring. Alright, cool. 845. We need 850 to complete the objective, but we're about... oops. We gotta go this way. We gotta face this way because of that slanted roof. But we're a little over half. Barely over half. We'll get a lot more here. I think. I really don't remember how much these are worth. Now this is somewhere else where I've missed something. See all these giant plates? Of course those are worth stuff. This little one that looks worthless? Ching. This little plate? Worthless. Right, but this is where it gets confusing. Little plate. What? So, Yeah, something's a little wonky there. And I've missed those before too because I just thought, oh, they're not worth anything. It's just a door outside. We're not going to go that way. Where are the keys? Alright, there we go. Alright, next up. This is the weird side of the building. 5188.
I hear this guy is quite a popular musician. His unpublished work should be valuable.
I forgot there was going to be a guy on that walkway. I'm very lucky. Alright, so what this note is going to tell you is that this door can only be unlocked with this device, which you need a gear, which is the key that opens this device. So where is the key? You might think it's up there. It's not. Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? Do you see it yet? It is super hard to see. It is right there. See it? Let me look away. Right there. It is really hard to find. Frustratingly hard to find. Here we go. And there's a flute. We've stolen one of those before. And look, here's the horn of whatever from the first Thief game, which is now worthless. So here's the dude's recording, and we're up to 1,000. Maybe you can explain how that works, since I don't have a player in my pocket, and yet that's where the recording was. Maybe it's an iPod. iPod version 1. This guy's gonna take forever. I didn't unlock the door. Let's save, because I haven't done that in a while. Alright. 6013. Alright, 6013.
Show yourself.
Uh-oh.
Hello? Anyone there? Guess not.
So, what we're going to have to do here, before you run in, we're going to have to go inside. We're going to have to shut the big bay door.
There's someone let me know what's going on.
And then we're going to have to run and climb onto a box. Alright, here we go. You'll understand why in a minute. Run. Close the door.
Makes the best steaks in the entire city. The recipes may catch me a pretty penny.
Alright. Yeah, because we're going to make a lot of noise in here. That's all we need to shut that door. Oops. Oops. Oh, wow. There's one. There's one. Too far. There's the other. Alright. There's a little statuette. We're not done with the spiders, though. Now, this guy makes the best steaks in the city, allegedly. Oh. Well, thank you for dying.
Ew. That's Meinl's secret ingredient.
I'm going to take this jewel. He's not going to need it. Alright, this is where things get a little tricky. He's got 2 elevators. They go to 2 different rooms. They do not go to the same place. Okay, on the other side of those boxes is a large safe. And we need the key to that safe. Because that's where the recipe is, and that's what we're after. The key is over here. I told you this is the weird side of the building. Alright. We're in this. What I'm guessing is a freezer. So the key is inside that grate up there. And so to get it out, you push this little button. And there it is. Alright, so now we have the key to the safe. But we gotta get out of here. That orange door is locked and we cannot unlock it. We're gonna jump up here. Here's another of our little spidery friends. You're welcome. And climb up through the vent. Alright, now let's go back to the other elevator. Well, we're going to crouch and try to use these giant boxes to block anyone's vision because they seem to look through these doors pretty easily. And I'm going to hide behind the safe and unlock it from here. There we go. We got the recipe. Let's go back out the way we came. Alright, so we'll go up here. Duck down. And this is where we started, sort of. This is where we were unexpectedly surprised by the Hammerite and that other dude. And the other dude ran in there. So we've already cleaned out that building. So we've cleaned out a big part of Building A. We still have Building B and the ship. And this is where we're going to take some risks. We're going to go upstairs. And I'm going to go to this far door if nobody's there. We're probably going to run into somebody. So, be ready. Not going that way. Somebody's coming. I told you we'd run into somebody. Just gonna throw him there. You want to take a right. I think. I don't even know if we went the right way or not. We did. Alright, and I'm going to toss this guy right here at the bottom of the stairs. Actually, I'm going to take you part way up the stairs. see that at the end of the hallway. We need to catch this guy, or we're just going to have to deal with him later. We got to do it when that eye is not looking at us. Perfect. He can come with me. Put him right there. Go back into the shadow so we can get past the camera. Now this camera has an off switch right there. Camera dealt with. You could use water arrows on those little gas lights. But it's so much easier just to turn the camera off. There's one of those tables. Oh yeah. There's a book. And inside here, candlestick. And he talks about shipping contracts that he's lost, and that the mechanists seem to be taking over his whole facility here, even though they're paying him for it. That he seems to be losing more and more control. Right in here's some stuff. We got some coins and a plate, and believe it or not, grab these apples. Well, maybe. Here we go. Because they're good for healing. Alright, so we've cleaned out the upstairs. Technically, we are in building B. We're on the 3rd floor. So we don't want to go down the stairs that we came up, which is the one with the dude on them. We're going to go down the stairs where we caught the other guy. Now, that guy we caught, I think he's the one that roams up and down these stairwells. But we're going to keep an ear out just in case. There's 2 guards on this floor. If we're super, super lucky, they're going to be together. And they are. Right? The archer, he's in front, he's fast. So we got to catch the swordsman really quick. We got a red key off of him. I'm stuck on him. Cool. Open up an office. Just throw those guys in. I mean, you really don't have to. You can leave them right there in the way. There's nothing in any of these offices except for that one right there that says supervisor, and it's locked, and you have to have a key. I happen to know where we can get one, but we're not going to go in there yet. We want in this room the foreman's office, and they're on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are big green bay doors here, and we just opened all of them. So let's check it out. I know what's in here. I wish it counted like as a secret or something, but it doesn't count for anything. What is that? Giant face. I know what it is. But that's not the creepiest part in this room. That is. And the light is green. That means he is on. Just kind of terrifying. Alright. Across the hall, we should see some familiar stuff from the Lost City in the first Thief game. That city that's underground around the volcanic stuff. I think we got everything. We got that one over there. And we cleared those racks. We're at 1300. We're shooting for 1665. There's some loot in that locked room that we can't get to. There's more loot in this building. Some of it we can't get to till later. Right, very carefully. Oh, wow. Right. Instead of going into that large room, step off here to the side. There's this little room. It has 3 crates at the bottom. Way up at the top is the secret. I'm going to save. Because if you miss, I only have 1 rope arrow. I can't afford to miss. Like that. I miss. Try again. Got it. Another scouting orb. And an invisibility potion. Which we'll use 1 for sure. I want my arrow back. I'm going to use that arrow to try to get down. There we go. Just step off, and I kind of ran off. And go as far down as I can till I can't select the arrow. And I land on these crates, and I don't take any damage. That's a miracle. Right. Here we are on the first floor. There's going to be people down here. There goes one of them. Okay, to be honest, I don't think there's anything in these rooms except this little note. So this guy, Black Rat, is snitching on other criminals. Okay, we need that guy unconscious. Huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna take him and throw him over here somewhere. Just out of the way. He'll have a friend coming from out there, because out there is the ship. We need that guy to come all the way back in here. Let's give this guy a warm, thiefy welcome. Welcome to our city.
Huh?
Alright, there is a third. I just call them pirates. There's a third guy. He stays on the boat. But there's a bunch of people right out here. That one. I don't see the others. There'll be a swordsman and a girl. The valley girl that was talking about growing the spice. She laps this building, and we will have to find her. There's the swordsman, where we're going to catch him too. Right, we also need to clear out the ground around this building. The girl goes... She'll be coming from this direction. so maybe we can intercept her. But there's also a swordsman that goes up and down this part of the building. Oh, here comes the girl. Hope the swordsman's not close.
Someone there?
Nope.
What I see there?
Oh,
Must have been rats.
it was. Very large rat. Alright. Not quite done. Why are we clearing out this building? Or clearing out the people around this building? Because we're going to have to make a lot of noise in a little bit to finish out this mission. And they will run and alert everybody. So this is building B right here. That door takes us inside. We were just in there. We need that archer right there.
Hello?
Hello. I don't know if that's everybody, but I think it is. Whew. Okay, there's nothing up on these crates, although you can use them to hide. Let's go clean out the ship. And for some reason, the ship has a zip code. 73620. I need to look up and see what town has a zip code of 73620. I'm not sure why a boat would have...
That looks like Captain Davidson's cargo ship. He's a shady guy. Into smuggling and piracy.
I don't know why a boat would have a large number on it. Well, I guess all shipping boats don't they? I don't know. We're talking about stuff I have no clue. So up here on the top deck, we're going to unlock a secret. Turn the wheel. And tilt the telescope. We'll get to what that does here in a second. When that guy's looking away, run behind this box. Alright. Now, we're going to climb up here. He has a sword, so he can't hit us. Even if he sees us, which he will. Don't go over the edge, but lean, and then open this door. Because there's some little spiders in there. And we want them to come out and harass that dude right there. So, little noise arrow. And I'm going to use an invisibility potion here while he's dealing... Oh, wow. I have to do this fast. Knock him out. Grab that, and then I'm going to run back up here so the spider doesn't get me. Which it'll probably take off running. Yeah. Once it sees me up here. I'm not sure why the AI of the thing does that, but... Of the spider. The thing. You know, the thing. He will come back. In here, another bag of spice. And a secret. And a cucumber? Because spiders eat cucumbers. Here he comes. Oh, no, get off my head. That took a little damage, but not a whole lot. That's what these are for. Ta-da! Alright, so we took care of that. Let's do this first, otherwise I'm going to forget. Go down this ladder. And now we're below decks. Alright. There's this room with the beds. Go past that. And see these 3 TNT containers right here together? Under this bench. I mean, you can't even see it. But there is a gold bottle under this bench. See it way back there? That's the only loot under here. Now there's a dead guy in here, but you don't get anything for finding him. I'm guessing he's an employee of that dude that's losing money left and right in Building A. Contracting out shipping stuff. I'm guessing that's his. Alright, there was a key that we picked up off of Captain Davidson. We need that to open the door to his quarters. And remember the wheel and the telescope? That opened up this. I'm not sure why it ticks like that, but make sure you grab that bottle, because it's not easy to see. There's a lot in here. Let's go ahead and grab the candlestick behind these banners. Alright, we need his key again. Davidson's key. A piece of gold. Behind this one. Davidson's key. Got a bottle. 1585. We're getting close. We need 1665. We are within 100 of getting 100. Huh. Right. We are done here. We're done with the boat. Let's go back in here, and I'm going to head back up to the second floor. And we want to go all the way down to the office on the end. That will unlock with Captain Davidson's key. And in this crate, see it has a lock. That also unlocks with his key. And stuck. I can't tell what else is in there besides the bag of spice. And I can't climb on anything. Nothing is working. Wonder if I can jump. There we go. Alright, just a bag of spice. Hide the spice in the usual location and take your payment. So the building owner is in cahoots with the drug dealer. Unless it's literally like garlic powder or something. But I suspected, since they were talking about spice, that it was, drugs. So we need to look at a compass. See those big piles. It's not even a room. Big pile of crates. There we go. I'm standing above another pile of crates. There's 3 secrets. Or 2. I don't remember now. There's 2 in these crates. One of them... See, we're facing west. Right, there's 2 here on the west side. No, my bad. There's just 1. I'm really confusing you, aren't I? Look at look at the compass. Go west, right? And peek before you do anything. This may be the wrong one. We'll see. Now, if you do that, and that girl is down there, or those guards, the archer will start shooting at you. They will alert everybody. This is the wrong one, so I'm just going to climb back out. Just kind of jump the mantle. I'm stuck. Some of these go all the way to the floor. We don't want that. That one does not. That one does. We don't want to go that way. So let's try this one. I should have used a slow fall potion, but oh well. Right, down here. Here it is. And we need Davidson's key. Make sure you grab that spice. Okay. It's kind of stuck there for a second. You could go out and go around because you have a red key at this point. I'm not. I'm going to go up here. This time I'll use a slow fall potion. Right. It's more like a slow motion potion. That rhymes. Because I walk slow. Okay, this time we want to go to the east side. And on the east side, there are three different spots we need to get into. And that should get us 100% loot, and then we can get out of here. Davidson's key, remember? Right, so that's going to tell us that we've reached the objective of... Oh, that was nice. Of 5 bags of spice. There's 7, so we're going to get the last 2. I think. Oh, we haven't done... Did we do the office? We did the office. We're missing a bag of spice. Alright, we don't want to go on that one. That went all the way to the floor. Why am I miss? Oh. Huh. Alright, well, let's see if we can open it from here. It does. And I'm going to jump. Mantle. And then over here, you need your lockpicks. This is a pretty heavy-duty lock. Another secret, and we got our rope arrow. It will prevent us from going that way. So, we're gonna drop down. And drop down. We'll use a red key, get out of here. Okay, let's see if we got everything. 1665. We got it all. Right. The quickest way out of here, honestly, is through the middle of the building. Because we have to go back to where we started. And not kill anybody on the way, which should be pretty easy. I guess we got all the bags of spice. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We want to go this way. There's Lucky's place with the golden dice. And we're just going to cut right through the building again. We get a flash bomb ready, just in case we bump into somebody. Although we shouldn't. And this is where we started. These tan crates. Alright, let's look at our stats. Total time. Believe it or not, that's the fastest I've done it. While airborne. I don't know how that happened. I must have accidentally hit the jump key. 13 out of 14. Again, I don't understand. Can't ever get all the secrets. But we get all the loot. 1665 loot out of 1665. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. But hey, thanks for joining me. This took forever. And I will see you next time where we are going to pay a visit to the police station. Go have some fun.